So, this is Super Mario 3D Land.
Yes.
When does this game come out?
Tomorrow, actually, on the 13th. But today, for this event here, we're doing this 3D Land, Super Mario 3D Land experience. At Toys R Us from 12 to 2 today, we're actually selling it early for people who are waiting in line. There's actually a huge line of people buying it right now.
Okay, and because you created this sort of launch event in the middle of Times Square, how big of a positive turnout were you expecting?
A turnout? We just knew Mario's a very well-known character amongst many people, and we knew that people would be really excited to have this kind of event going on here. So we expected a pretty good turnout, and so far it's been great. We've had a lot of people showing up, people waiting in line to get in, get a chance to get their ears and put on a Tanuki tail. So it's been great so far.
And I've played many Super Mario games in the past, and especially the levels that I remember in Super Mario Galaxy, both 1 and 2, are very similar to the levels that I've seen in Super Mario 3D Land. Has Super Mario Galaxy been a sort of influence to create some of the levels in Super Mario 3D Land?
Super Mario 3D Land, actually, what's great about this game is it combines a lot of the elements that you mentioned from Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Mario 64, from the 3D perspective. We've also taken elements of that classic feel of classic jumping and landing on different things like the Goombas from Super Mario World, Super Mario Brothers, and that's also kind of a combination of the two things that go on. So you are trying to get from the start of the level to the flag to then be able to move forward from there. So it really does take elements from both, and that's always, the developers are always working at finding new ways to invent the games, and they'll always borrow from previous elements in the game as well.
And with prior Mario games in the past, some of the more popular power-ups that Mario attained was the fireballs.
Fire flower, yes.
Will we see a return of that in Super Mario?
The fire flowers in the game. You have you can be a Tanuki Mario power-up. There's also a boomerang power-up you can use as well in the game. There's a lot of different elements that can be played up in the game.
Okay.
Sure. Yep. Yes. Are we bringing all the tails and stuff out now too here? Okay.
Okay. Can we play as not only Mario but Luigi and Mario as well?
Well, the game is designed to play the game through as Mario.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Will we see any returning enemies? Bowser, Wario.
Well, when you play the game, yeah, you will. You do get a chance to fight against the Goombas. You get the Piranha Plants are in the game. You will be fighting Bowser. Bowser has kidnapped Princess Peach, and that's kind of where the game goes. The Koopas are in the game as well, and there are even some new enemies as well. You get a chance to experience.
And did you use any one of the 3D effects with the 3DS?
With the Nintendo 3DS, the 3D experience is there, and the game is built around that idea that it does add a lot of depth and perspective to the game. And even some of the puzzles as you're going through the game, sometimes the 3D really enhances how you can deal with a puzzle, like a block might be in a given space, and in the 3D effect you can very clearly see that it's floating out in that given space, versus in 2D you might not be able to see it as well, but the game is designed to be able to be completed in 2D. So there are hints that help you along with those as well.
Is there any plan to release downloadable content after the release of Super Mario 3D Land?
We haven't announced anything for downloadable content.
Okay. Once again, when does this game come out?
The game comes out November 13th, Sunday, and today here at the Super Mario 3D Land experience, we're selling the game a day early at Toys R Us from 12 to 2.
Alright, thank you very much.
Sure.
Have a nice day.
Yep.